There we go. We're back live again. He pulled off the biggest con in American history, and it was mainly uneducated older white men who voted for him. If you just look at the numbers and look at the stats, you will find that by and large, the American white male who voted for Donald was a white male without a college education. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that the kind of belligerent, obstreperous, asinine comments that came out of this man's mouth, out of Donald's mouth, the kind of bigoted, racist, misogynistic statements that came out of his mouth, that an educated white brother wasn't going to vote for, period. So if anybody wants to give him his propers, I give him his propers as pulling off the biggest con job the country has ever seen. Took celebrity to another level. Played on people's fears, played on their emotions, played on their love for celebrity, played on the mystique that comes around money, power, and wealth, and played himself into the highest office in the land. And so the job for progressives at this point is to organize and to make sure that this moment is transformed into a movement and not just a moment. From moment to message to movement. And let's decide where we want to go to, and let's get there. People have got to work together. We got to stop all of this factionalizing. This is almost like sectarian violence in Iraq and other countries. The only difference is most of our sectarianism doesn't come along with physical violence, even though we saw some mobs outside some of the Trump rallies, and some of his people were doing a whole lot of things. But by and large, our sectarianism, if you will, is just verbal. You know, we've got Black Lives Matter, not supported by some of the other organizations. We've got the lesbians and the gay coalitions that are at odds with some of the other. We got the Planned Parenthood. But people have got to come together on one common goal and say, you know, our goal is whatever it is. It's not my position. It's not my right to say what the position should be or what the goal should be. Is the goal to organize and galvanize and run a candidate in 2020 who can beat him and who will beat him? Is the goal to get him impeached? Is the goal to look into this Russia matter and find out what conversations the NSA and the CIA have confiscated and make sure Trump does not try to manipulate them as the commander-in-chief to sweep this information under the rug? Let's find out what's going on with the White House. Do me a favor, tell your friends, your enemies, your loved ones to tune into the Sherman D. Manning podcast. The Sherman D. Manning podcast, which is done by others and not by me. All I do is record it, which I'm allowed to do, and after I record it, they do what they do. God bless you. Keep the faith. Keep hope alive. Remember, we're starting Hope and Change Worship Center. This is a new church called Greater Hope and Change Worship Center. And beginning, I think, the third Sunday next month, we're going to be having service every Sunday night somewhere at 6 o'clock. This movement, this church was born out of the movement, born out of the Hope and Change campaign that President Obama ran, which is the antithesis of the campaign that Donald ran. So meet with me, get with me if you are Trump, if you're disgruntled by Trump's presidency, and if you've been moved and called to action, come on over and join us at Greater Hope and Change Worship Center on the third Sunday next month at 6 o'clock. Location to be announced at a later date. Sherman D. Manning, God bless you.